Hello, my name's Tiffany. I'm the Conservation Area Assistant for the South East of Essex, and today I'm here at another of our coastal reserves, which is Bradwell Cockle Spit. This is in Bradwell-on-Sea, and I'm here today for the Essex Coastal Challenge. We're going to look at why this stunning site is so special, and I'm also going to do my own coastal challenge. I'm going to do a 35-minute litter pick to see what I can find on the beach. Bradwell Cockle Spit is situated on the Colne estuary and is a shell bank made up of oyster and cockle shells, which are surrounded by salt marsh. The mud and sand banks to the east are part of the Dengie National Nature Reserve. There are also areas of scrub which are backed by arable farmland. Bradwell Cockle Spit is around 12 hectares in size and is an important area for thousands of wintering birds. Years of tidal currents have formed this special oyster and cockle shell bank, and this area is now an important habitat for breeding oyster catchers, ringed plover and also little terns. The salt marsh and flats of the Dengie SSSI form a key habitat link between the estuaries of the Colne and Blackwater to the north and the River Crouch and River Roach to the south. At Bradwell there is around 70 hectares of salt marsh. Salt marshes epitomise the Essex coastline and are valuable habitats for both wildlife and people. They provide an important feeding ground and refuge for a huge variety of invertebrates, juvenile fish and also internationally important numbers of birds. Salt marshes also provide ecosystem services, such as reducing flood risks and the effects of storm surges, as well as acting as a carbon sink. Here at Bradwell there are lots of stunning salt marsh plants which flower during the summer months, and these include sea lavender, samphire, sea purslane, golden samphire, sea holly, yellow horned poppy and slender hare's ear. The salt marsh also supports a range of birds including redshank, yellow wagtail, meadow pipit and linnet. Large numbers of waders also use the saltings as a roost during the autumn and winter months, and these include grey plover, knot and bar-tailed godwit. Dark-bellied brent geese also migrate here during the winter months to feed on eelgrass on the mudflats. Raptors have also been reported with sightings of marsh harrier, kestrel, hen harrier and short-eared owls. The cockle and oyster shell bank, which have formed from years of tidal currents, provide an important nesting area for breeding oyster catchers and ringed plover during the summer months. In the future, we hope to have breeding little terns and have been carrying out important habitat management work here at Bradwell as part of the Share Our Shores campaign. For the last couple of years we have collaborated with the RSPB and Bradwell Bird Observatory Group as part of the Share Our Shores campaign, and this campaign has entailed improving the habitat on the shell bank and reducing disturbance to encourage little terns as well as oyster catchers and ringed plover to breed. This is the second year for this project now, and although we haven't as of yet had little terns breeding on site, oyster catchers and ringed plover breed on site, which is fantastic. Bradwell Cockle Spit is an important area for ground nesting birds because there isn't much disturbance from people and it's on quite a remote part of the coast. Along our 350 miles of coastline, our ground nesting birds are sensitive to human disturbance. There are, however, a few things you can do to help. Please familiarise yourself with potential breeding locations and try to avoid these areas. Respect any zoned off areas. Only land boats on designated sites. Keep dogs on a lead and adhere to any signs and spread awareness to others to make people aware about this. Bradwell Cockle Spit represents a bit of wilderness in Essex and is an important part of our coastline, which provides a mix of habitats for a whole range of species. Okay, so on my litter pick I came across this. This is the egg case of a fawn-back ray. Fawn-back rays are found along our coastline and they lay these tough leathery egg cases, which are known as mermaid purses, either on the seabed or amongst the seaweed. Once the embryo inside has developed into a ray, the egg case will then be washed ashore and will end up on our strand line, often amongst the seaweed. So when you're out doing your coastal walks or even your litter picks, have a look to see if you can find any egg cases and let us know what you find and send in your pictures as well. Okay, so let's see what I found during my 35-minute litter pick. So I managed to collect around 3 bin bags full of rubbish, and this included lots of plastic bottles, cans, there was also shoes, there was flip-flops, there was also large balloons that I found. But the main thing I came across was this. So this is discarded fishing gear, which is also known as ghost fishing gear. Now here you can see I've found lots and lots of ropes, also lots of entangled fishing lines, and there's huge amounts of it. And this is what we tend to find usually when we do our litter picks down on this site. We carry out monthly litter picks to stop this ghost fishing gear entering our seas and thereby entangling marine life. We also hold public cleanups on this site in order to encourage locals to get involved with protecting their coastline. In addition to the litter picks, we also have the Save Our Shores campaign, which is working hard to provide ideal nesting habitats for birds and to protect these nesting sites from human disturbance. It also aims to inspire people to protect our coastal birds. There's still lots of work to be done to raise awareness on the issues of marine pollution, in particular discarded fishing gear, and the dangers of this on our marine life. So please do get involved when you're walking your local stretch of coastline. Pick up any discarded fishing gear you see. We need to stop this entering our sea and thereby endangering our marine life. So please do what you can to help. Why not take part in your own coastal cleanup as part of the Essex Coastal Challenge? You could do 35 minutes litter picking like I've done, or you could look for 35 pieces of litter. Or if you're up for a really big challenge, why not try and find 350 pieces of litter? We'd love to hear about what you found. We are trying to raise as much as possible during the Essex Coastal Challenge, and every little helps. We need as many of you to get on board as possible and to take part in this challenge, and keep collecting sponsorship. This will allow your friends and families to really make a difference to wildlife and to really help our coastline and the marine life that lives along our coastline. We'd love to hear all about your challenges, so please send in your photos and videos. You can use the hashtag Essex Coastal Challenge, or you can post on the Essex Coastal Champions Facebook group, or even email us at fundraise@essexwt.org.uk. We'd love to see all your pictures, and good luck in your challenges.